Welcome to the Shepherd Piper. This is Matt, and today I have a sort of tripartite update for you. Won't be long. 3 things I wanted to update you on. The first is going to be showing something to you, probably 2 things to you. The second is going to be telling you something I'm going to be working on. And the third is going to be giving you preview isn't the right word, but like a heads up on what my next video is going to be. So I want to start by showing you this amazing gift that I got from a dear friend. In my last update, I believe it was, I mentioned that I had gotten some pipe-related gifts for Christmas, and that my wife had gotten me this tremendous pipe roll that I just absolutely love from my wife. And as you can see, I've already got a couple things in it. And I mentioned that this pipe roll, my wife thought she had gotten the option or selected the option in the shopping cart or whatever for this roll to come with one of those pin the corners tobacco pouch, not really a pouch, almost like just a leather tray to fill your pipe in. And that it hadn't come with that, and that she was going to maybe look into finding one. Well, my dear friend Brandon, who has commented on these videos before, and you might see him below with a name in his username called Brandon, literally stopped by. I don't remember if it was that day or it was the next day. He stopped by on New Year's Day and gave me this. He had made it himself. My dear friend Brandon likes to do some leather crafting as a hobby, and he just made it for me. His own hand, one of a kind, not at all mass-produced. Snaps up that way so I can fold it into my pipe roll here. I like to stick it in this part when I'm getting my pipe roll ready. And then, of course, it pins up in the corners as well, so that when I'm getting ready to load up my pipe, I can just put some tobacco in there, set the pipe either, hold the pipe above it maybe, or next to it, grab some tobacco and put it in. Kind of serves as a pipe holder too, potentially if you leave it out and you need to set your pipe down for a minute. You could even dump a little ash in there if you need to, whatever. You do what you need to do. It was so thoughtful, and I absolutely love it. And I don't care if the same commenter who commented on this gift from my wife and said, and I quote, even though I don't use this language, at least I try not to, that it was shitty. I had someone comment when I shared this that this beautiful leather pipe roll that I got was horrible. And I know that's just the world of YouTube, but I hated that happened, and just removed the comment. We don't need that kind of thing on here. Anyway, I don't care if that person sees this thing from my dear friend Brandon and thinks that it too is not very nice. I don't care. I love it because my friend gave it to me, and I personally think it's a very nice little piece of leather, and I've already used it a number of times. So those were the 2 things. An update on this gift from my friend. I wanted to shout him out, and also to just say that I've loved this. I've been using it. This is where I keep my lighter. This is where I've got my Morgan Bones pipe right here. I've got a tamper here. I've got some pipe cleaners in there, and I've got my little leather tray thing in there as well. And again, don't care that person thinks it's not very nice. I absolutely love it, and I think the quality of leather is great. It smells like leather, which I love, and most importantly, it was from my wife. So that's tripartite update number 1. Update number 2 is just to show you all that I have purchased 3 new, well, they're not new, estate pipes. I got them on eBay. We've got a couple of straight ones and then a bent one. This looks to be a sort of a sandblasted bulldog. The brand on it says Swiss Dry Smoker. kind of interesting. Never heard of it. It says it's French on the side. This is a kind of Canadian. The only stamping on it is there where it says Lumberman, and I've never had a Canadian before. I might wind up selling this one. I don't know, but I liked the kind of interesting carving on the sides, and each of these on eBay were only $30 a piece. And then this other one here, the name of which I can't say I've ever heard before, Ools or Yules or something like that. On the other side, the stamp just says aged Algerian, and it's kind of a square look, which I think is cool, and a straight, I don't know if you would call this a pot bowl or what. This one obviously is like a straight billiard shape. It kind of reminds me of the Bing Crosby one I have, except this is Canadian and that one isn't. And then, of course, like I said, this bulldog. I'm looking forward to working on these, perhaps trying to turn them around for a little bit of a profit. It's kind of a fun hobby to jump into. I've already done the alcohol in a cotton ball treatment in the bowl, set them out for about 24 hours in the garage. We've had some warm weather lately, and so didn't worry me about getting too cold in there. Anyway, got some gunk out of the bowl. Only had to do a tiny bit of reaming in them, which is great. And the next step is going to be the stems. Just thought I would show you that, and hopefully sometime in the future I'll have an update on whether or not they turned out the way I wanted them to, which ones I might have kept, which ones I didn't want to keep. And lastly, in this tripartite update, is to tell you that my next video, and I don't know exactly when it will be, Lord willing, maybe this week or this weekend, is going to be, I can't believe I'm saying this, as a response to a request. I never thought I'd get any kind of a request, but I've had, and I know it's not a lot, but I've had like three or four different people ask for information on sourcing pipes, where I have gotten them and what things I have learned. And I actually feel like I've learned a few things about where to get them. And so that will be my next video in the near-ish future, to talk a little bit about some of my pipes. You see some of them over here, pointing there. I've actually got a rack of them over there too. I'm not going to show you right now. And then there's some up here above me. And I can maybe talk a little bit about where I've gotten them and where I have found success, whether that's eBay or pipesandcigars.com or Etsy, smokingpipes.com, mbsdpipes.com. And so I hope you'll look forward to that with me. Thanks for joining me for this tripartite update. And that's all for now. So I hope you will join me again next time on the Shepherd Piper. Many blessings.